What up, though?
How y'all doing?
Welcome to Woman Crush Every Day, where we discuss queer media, especially when it is black and especially when it is a woman. I'm your host, Tang B, aka Sean B. Scribe.
And I'm your host, Allison, aka Al Woo.
And we are going to discuss Twenties, Season 2, Episode 6 by Lena Waithe on BET.
Yes,
welcome to the room, y'all.
What up? Thank y'all for joining us. I see you as the superstar in the room right now. What's good with you? L. Joyce, thanks for joining us. Jamaica Swin, I see you over here on the YouTube side. This is great. I think this is like the first time we actually got like a decent Instagram, YouTube action happening. So shout out us.
Doing 2 discs right now.
Shout
We're
out
like
us.
DJing pretty much.
I'll
pretty
take that.
much.
That's it.
So I realized did we ever pull up new subscribers?
We didn't, and my phone is now...
We're on the live, y'all. I left my phone. It's a tragic day if you've ever left your phone. When you need to have it, you understand. So we'll come back to our new subscribers at the end of the episode on the other phone. Actually, why don't we actually jump into the episode? But I actually want to say something first. If you have not watched our interview with Crystal, the sound yogi, definitely check that out.
Period.
She was a part of putting the set together for the after show with B. Scott. I gotta go back and watch this B. Scott after show because the clips that I saw was like,
with Kenya Moore, that took me out. That took me out. And shout out Kenya Moore, because if I remember correctly, we went to the same middle school, not at the same time, but I know when I first moved to Detroit, there were like posters of Kenya Moore around my middle school, like, yo, she made it, bro. Like, she made it out the hood, bro. So I'm like, yo, shout out Kenya Moore, because you
gotta say the middle school,
Lessinger Middle School. I hope I'm spot on, but I'm pretty sure.
Confirm.
Kenya Moore
is it Lessinger Middle
went
School?
to Lessinger Middle School, Joy Road, Exit 9, come up off the freeway. Let's go.
Hey.
Somebody, if anybody sees this and wants to confirm, do that. But I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Okay. So, and also make sure that you check out our Instagram page, womancrush.everyday with the X instead of the A in woman. Because we have a merch store up now. So if you got a woman crush every day, if you crushing on women every day, if you know somebody who's crushing on women every day, you can just get them a sweatshirt. Like, it's great for people like me because people never know I'm gay, so I can wear it and then they know. Now they know I'm fam. Let's go.
No, word. Absolutely. And you know what? Since I'm here, I feel like I have the subscribers up right now. So we're going to go ahead and just shout out our new subscribers right now. So we want to shout out, I don't know if this is Keisha or Kesha. I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry. But Kesha Mitchell, thank you for joining us. Brittany A, thank you. This is Seize the Love Child. See, I need to ask y'all. Seize the Love Child, or see, you know it. But shout out you. Thank you. N. Johnson joined. Oh, we had a nice amount of people join us. N. Johnson subscribed. Kayla Simmons subscribed.
Hey.
And who else? And Lisa Hillary J.
Okay, yep. We hit up Lisa Hillary J last week, so yes.
Shout out, yeah. Lisa is a dope yogi in the Detroit area, doing her thing. Known her for a few years, and it's just dope to see her in the group. So thank you for joining us, everybody who subscribed this past week.
Really appreciate it.
Let's go ahead and just get into this episode. Yo, season 2, episode 6. This episode. This was great. I feel like it felt a lot different from the other episodes of the season in terms of, but I mean, maybe that was just me.
No, I feel like the beginning of the season was like telling people about who they are and what they need to work on, and this episode was about opening up to the people who deserve your time.
Right.
I loved it. So let's start with the favorite moment.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment?
Okay, so my favorite moment. See, why you put it on me first?
Okay, I'll go.
I mean, no, I can go.
Okay, go ahead.
I can handle mine. Okay. My favorite moment it's just because I'm nasty, but it was that last scene.
We've all been waiting for it, have we not?
You feel me? I'm
Since
telling
season
you.
1.
Since, I've been talking about Idina for a minute, and finally we're at the moment where Hattie's keeping it a buck. She's realizing that Idina, at the very least, give it a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's been the truest, realest person in Hattie's life that I feel over the past 2 seasons. So, yeah, they got a little spicy in the last scene of that episode. And I think that was nice. That was my favorite moment. When she said, I want to mess around. Mess around, bro. I was like, all right, nice.
I also love that it was like we don't have to go all the way. First of all, I don't really know what all the way means for any particular lesbian because there are many all the ways. The messing around is full on sex for many people.
I like how you did that. I really like how you did that.
But I thought it was nice that like Idina was just like, you know what? It doesn't have to be all this pressure. Like, we just here to have a good time. Like, I just want you to kiss on me and touch on me a little bit,
Yes.
Get on top of me with them dickies on.
Yes.
That's it.
And the dickies and the beater, that's iconic.
Cute. Yeah.
IMO.
That was nice.
IMO.
Yeah.
All right. Your favorite scene?
Well, my favorite scene was the foreplay to this scene, which was their date. I thought it was so cute because, okay, first of all, the setting was nice. They're out in public with real people. Mm-hmm. Hard change.
Right, from Ida been used to.
Right. With anybody, not just Ida B, but
Spit.
Yeah, even before her, just like people putting her away. So this was nice to see her out in public with somebody. She was like, I imagine that the camera work was telling us what Hattie was paying attention to. So she is like zooming in on all the features. She is like, yes.
That was really unique too. Cause like whatever the really super shallow depth of field to really just get those eyes and get the lips and have that bokeh in the background. Like that was dope. That was dope. I think that was a cool directorial choice to really, to go there with that.
I agree. It made me feel like I do on a date when I'm like, I'm listening to what the person is saying, but I'm also noticing like, oh my gosh, that feature about you and this little thing and this and like all those things that's like beyond the like whole picture attraction, those little tiny details that make that person unique and special and makes you want to look at them again and again and smile at them. Like all those little things that they were pointing out, I thought that was really nice. And then their conversation was dope. To hear them just ask those questions and answer them so honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not first date behavior. First date behavior is like a job interview.
But they weren't on their first date.
They weren't because they built a relationship.
And that's why I believe in them.
Yes.
Because they weren't on their first date. Like,
what's your song?
What's my song? I believe in Hattie and Idina. Yo, I need the Whitney shirt for that. But yes, totally. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, to answer that question, I mean, one of the questions that Idina asked in that episode, if you had to choose between ice cream and mac and cheese for the rest of your life, which one is it?
Those are my 2 favorite things. First of all, y'all, I love fucking cooking mac and cheese.
Oh, but she definitely got her ass bust in that mac and cheese cook-off.
She beat me. Because she came through with an Alfredo mac.
Which is really... But that's another conversation.
It's not classic mac, but it was good. It was good.
Thank you.
I've asked for it time and time again, so...
Thank you.
That's good. I really fucking love ice cream. I'm definitely an ice cream hoe, but... warm, cheesy, baked goodness. I'm gonna have to stick with mac and cheese.
When she said rest of your life, I'm like, only thing for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I can't eat something cold all the time.
I didn't even know how to answer that. But you know what? I already told you I'm trying to cut the dairy out, so.
So you about to act like you lactose intolerant.
Yeah, that's another conversation. You gotta work on that. All right. Boom. Woman crush.
Definitely for the close-ups this time, it's a Hattie. Hattie's eyes are gorgeous. We already discussed that JoJo T. Gibbs is fine. Okay, we already know that. But
the bone
Hattie
structure
today was gorgeous. Yeah.
The bone structure is ridiculous. I'm like, first off, you can tell she's from the South.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could tell you was in somebody's church growing up. Like, who's like, what? Yeah, I don't know. Just everything though. Like,
yeah.
Everything about her, I feel like it just came out in those close-up shots.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But the runner-up was Vanessa, Nia's sister. She's fine, and I've been thinking she's fine since she was on Dear White People, and she played a lesbian on there, and that's where my hope began, and I'm so happy my hope can continue here. She's not a lesbian. She's clearly married, but I'm going to just
on
bring
the show
those
in
attributes.
real life, or like she's like...
I actually don't know. I don't know. So if y'all know, is this actor queer? I don't know. Maybe we don't need to dig into her business like that. I just felt like I'm going to bring the energy of that character here, and I'm going to live in my hope that she's available, and that's
you
my
got
dream.
a second in the chat over here.
Hey,
Swin is
yes.
like definitely Vanessa. Vanessa was a nice little woman crush spice.
She's cute.
Added to the whole mix. So... I'm like, okay, I see you, boo. Okay. Because, you know, Nia been getting too many woman crushes. And let me tell you, this week, she was not it.
Nia was not on good
Nia was stressing me out this week. All full disclosure. But, like...
She tripped on Tristan a little bit.
She really did.
And
she really did. But we're not going to go there. I'm going to go ahead and share my woman crush.
Who's your woman crush?
Shiz. My woman crush Shiz for this week. It was hands down. Hattie and Idina.
Hey.
Both of them. Those beautiful shots. Those beautiful close-ups. Just like them bearing their souls to one another. Getting sexy. I'm just... It was both of them.
It was so cute.
It was cute. I mean, I don't want to like completely make it like, because it was really like beautiful, honestly. Like their relationship and seeing it over 2 seasons. You know, it's like, man, like, I'm so glad. I'm going to give Hattie an edge just because in this episode, she stepped out on faith and she asked for that date. So
she did. And she didn't back down, and she was honest on the date about what she can and can't do and what she admires. And she kind of was giving a read to Idina,
actually, so, you know what? I'm going to have to give it to Hattie. Slight edge.
I was going to give it to Idina, but honestly, close up on the light skin and the freckles, and I was like, it's too much like me. I think I'm gorgeous, but damn, I don't have a crush on myself. So
I mean, you don't have a crush on yourself.
I have had crushes on myself.
I mean, maybe that's times, weird. But I don't know. Let us know.
That's like a tweet song.
If that's that's good. That's a tweet. Nice.
All right. So, what can stay? What can go?
What can go? What can go in this episode? It was really kind of hard to say what should leave out of this episode. Outside of Nia acting, I did just Nia. I love Nia. I really do. I love her strength. I love her inner wisdom. But I guess that's how you make a complex character. Like, you show her where she actually lightweight irritating. You know what I mean?
She needs to grow.
She has room to grow too. Even though she's all crystals and herbs and yoga and inhale, exhale, you know, those type of people need to grow too. They are not necessarily at their peak.
No.
Because that whole situation where she was with Tristan on the date, going hiking, and she's staying in her phone, I'm just like, that's whack. Now they were hitting her with some heat.
They were.
When I saw the Vanessa is not Vanessa. What's her name on the show? Valencia is the millennial step and fetch it. I was like,
that's too much. Why y'all doing that to
her? You know what though? It's so real how people who watch shows or are fans of shows, or even not even fans, it's people who tune in to talk shit, like, that's a real thing, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I understand that that's a lot to take on.
Yeah.
The fact that when people see you on screen, they start to have their own feelings and opinions.
I mean, we even did it just now. Like, Nia's character is getting a little irritating. Like, you know, that's something that the actor has to also take on. I don't think we're doing a step and fetch it. That's a lot. That I feel like that is reaching into
That's
history to slap you with an insult. Like,
you know, I don't want to go too deep, but I remember when I was in film school and like I had a whole lot of feelings about portrayals of black characters. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or like black portrayals of black people on screen and what that meant, like in so many ways. When you internalize that like the white gaze is the dominant gaze, then you want to be seen like, well, show me as complex, show me as all these things, and then when you see characters that aren't those things, I mean, I get it. I get why you attack particular people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I used to say this thing that was disgusting, but like when I really wasn't able to stand in the understanding of we are not a monolith, like when I would see a character I didn't like and white people saw it with me, I'll be like, those aren't my people, which is like disgusting. Mm-hmm. But it's like, how do you, I think we all approach viewing things with our own perspective, and we assume that our perspective is like the black perspective because we are black.
Right.
And that's like the whole conundrum of having a black perspective. And I thought it was interesting of like this whole idea of Nia's character as Valencia, and just like, you can only be a certain type of blackness. It's just like, and the response being like, well, we don't have that many representations out there. And I just think that's a falsehood. Actually, of all the people of color in America, we have the most representation out here.
That's because we built this bitch.
Because we built it. But I think that's also part of the truth, is not always looking at something from a deficit. And I think deficit thinking is a way to stay in a deficit. You have to start thinking about like, what is the real place of where we are at? And where we are at is there are all sorts of black characters everywhere on television, and we have to uplift where these people exist and where these characters are and who's creating them and who's doing them. And we have to talk about it. We have to post about it. We have to say like, this is a quality show, and not just let whatever is the most popular be the dominant of what is the black character. There are so many black characters. Like Latinos is asking for shows, Asian people are asking for shows, and black people are running shows now. Several.
That's a complex issue.
It is.
That's goodness.
But you know, and I think
we need to start a whole another law.
We do
to go into that, like, because I'm looking at this chat too, and I'm like, yo, you are spitting. Don't get me wrong.
But we got some other things happening here. Toya G, welcome to the chat.
Yo, I'm looking at Jamaica Swin. She says, do you ladies believe in soulmates? I feel like I want to get to that.
We should go there.
I want to get to that. Do I believe in soulmates? Honestly, I think I'm more of a Vanessa type of person. I don't know that I think I used to believe in soulmates when I was more like when I was in my 20s. When I was in my 20s, I believed in soulmates. But I think to some degree I believe in soulmates, but I do think that life, like the joys of life, really means that you are in touch with who you are, who your partner is, and or who the person that you choose as a partner, and like how do you maturity to me is when you work through things, when you're like, so I don't know, maybe that is soulmates, I don't know, but I don't think I look at it like soulmates. I look at it like teammates. I look at it like teammates who want to win the championship.
Hey.
Yo, what up?
We got directors on here.
What up, Alicia?
Alicia and Janae, welcome to the chat. Two boss, black, wonderful women directors.
Yes. What's up, Alicia and Crystal?
Yes. Soulmates.
Your turn.
I mean, I think I'm more with Idina on this. I think soulmates can exist. I think there are people that maybe you were meant to have intersect with your life and that they grow you in ways. There are people that you're meant to have wonderful experiences with, to learn with, to love with, to spend time with. And then I think there's also what Vanessa was saying, that you need partnership and you need somebody who is willing to do the work with you, willing to work and find a pace with you, willing to hold you down, willing to be boring with you, willing to be bored with you, willing to do all of that. And I think both are true. And I think sometimes we take soulmate and we put it solely in this romantic category. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I feel like there are many soulmates. There are many different types of soulmates. And you have to really surround yourself with community. I think so many people just like put everything on like, it is this one romantic relationship. And that's abuse. Don't do that to your partner. Don't make them everything that you were ever looking for in life. Go find everything you were looking for in life. Get happy. And then meet the person you would like to be happy with. Give them space to go be happy too. That's all right, Ilana Van Zandt. That's what I think.
All right. No, that's real. That's real spit. That's super real. And I'm not even gonna hate on that at all.
Love the vibes too, Janae. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. This is fun. This is lit.
So you put what you want to get rid of. What would you keep from this episode?
I wanted to add, I don't know how long Vanessa is going to be part of this season. You know, she said she's going to be around for a few days. But I kind of feel like, get out her house. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't get out her house. She
get out her
sister.
House.
She was like, actually, Hattie, move out.
She need to get out her house. I'm
pulling sister moves and I'm moving in. Actually, my sister would definitely do this to me.
That's real. My sister would not. My sister would not. But yeah, I'm really interested in if there is anything that's going to continue with Hattie staying in Lauren's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when Lauren was like, "Oh, we can braid each other's hair," like
that was fun.
That was a funny.
Lauren. I like Lauren. Yeah, I want Hattie to live with Lauren. I think that's good. I'm glad.
She might learn and grow.
I think so. And I think I'm glad that she didn't go to Idina's place. Because I think that was her, second phone call was like, so instead of the date, could I just, move in?
Right. And then, true lesbian shit, right? It was like, oh, damn, you was hitting that spot, girl. We should just live together. We should stay together.
That's going to end a relationship real quick because that's way too fast.
Absolutely.
That's how I'll be having 2 weeks engaged, 3 months married, 1 year divorced. That's not.
You know what? I do get the vibes, though, that Idina is more chill than that, though. Idina would be the one to be like, yo, sis, actually not. I don't know. Just an idea. If that does happen. Let's see if in the next episodes, if Hattie gets super attached to, because you know what, Hattie does get super attached.
She does.
You know what I'm saying? When she texts Ida B the next day after that first time they had sex, she was like, yo, smile, and yo, the whole, I'm like, yo.
Talking about a wedding dream.
Talking about weddings. I'm like, sis.
Too much.
Actually, please stop.
We are talking about 20s, episode 6 of season 2 by Lena Waithe on BET. If you are just joining us,
yes, 20s on BET. Mess around. Actually, I love this show and I love the fact that it's on BET.
Yes,
just period. Point blank.
Yes,
I've been watching BET for a long time now.
It's the best show yet.
I had to take a break because I was concerned about where we're headed. But no, this show is a really, really good show.
It's really good. Let's say for me, what can stay?
No, it's real grass. Alright.
What can stay is Hattie and Idina. I want more. I want them to learn and grow together. I want Hattie to be really careful with Idina's heart, because I feel like Idina's putting up all the signs of look, don't come over here if you're not serious. I'm not just out here to just, be your in-between or your, way to wean yourself off Ida B. You got to be real with it. So I hope that they at least get, through to the next season. Let's get a next season. Let's see it through a little bit. Yeah. It might be 3 episodes. Who knows? Maybe we'll get only 2 episodes and then Hattie gonna fuck up. I don't know. Or maybe Idina will fuck up. I don't know. I want more of them.
I just thought of another thing that I feel like I need. a part of me feels like Chuck at the gay bar can go. Not because I don't want Chuck to live his best life, but because I really want to see how they play out this relationship of this heterosexual woman with this bisexual guy. You know what I'm saying? Because like he has this one opportunity where he's at the bar. Does he take off? And then he's like, actually, sorry girl, did you see this chocolate brother? You know, like
you think he's gonna leave?
I mean, I don't know, but that's where I'm like, how does that play out? So I don't want to say it should go, but I guess I don't want it to take too much of the story up.
It may end up going, but I don't know, because Vanessa's whole speech, Nia's sister gave this whole speech about who you should look for in a partner and like who is your real teammate, and that person should be somebody who can put up with your family, somebody who you're able to talk to and build with. Actually, I don't remember everything she said, but
put up with your family is bars.
Put up with your family is bars.
Bars.
Because don't nobody who didn't grow up with your family, like that's a new level of tolerance. Put up with everybody, not just the people they like, not even just like your favorite people, the people you can barely tolerate, but they're gonna be at Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and all of that anyway. If they can tolerate them, that's love. That's true partnership. That's a teammate.
That's a teammate.
That's a teammate.
Championship.
So, yeah. I kind of wonder, like, was Marie thinking this is who Chuck is? Chuck does put up with my mother. He has an amazing tolerance for her. He helps me hold my boundaries with her. Like, he's willing to deflect and jump in.
He does.
We do match well, because on their test in the marriage counseling in the last episode, like they matched well on like financial decisions and goals and all of this. They had everything lined up except for them being able to share their sexual desires with each other. So I wonder if he really is the perfect partner, and them giving themselves this time to explore or determining that they're just going to have an open marriage might actually save their relationship.
That's right.
I'm kind of rooting for them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Where are we actually? I'm looking at this question in the chat real quick. How many seasons do you think Twenties has the potential to have from a writer's perspective?
Ooh. Well, we're both writers in this room.
I think. Well, I don't know. Were you about to go?
I need some time.
Okay.
I need time.
'Cause, I mean, Tang is definitely more of the writer in terms of shows and like scripts than I am.
Although she's penned some scripts, y'all.
I have. I mean, like, yeah. I've been writing stuff for a long time, but not like how Tang be writing.
I go full force.
Yeah. That's what she does with the characters. She's on it. So I think from my writer's perspective, I would say at least another 2. I think we can go 4 seasons with the show, and not because like, I mean, I think we could continue to go, but I'm thinking about all the pieces in terms of like crowd and just visibility and like haters. You know what I mean? Like all these things going on. I feel like this show better continue. Gosh darn it. You know, at least a few more seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like I want at least a DVD's worth of time. I'm joking about a DVD, but like give me like,
you want a season pack.
Fill it up.
You want 6 discs.
Fill up the disc. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fill up a disc. And I'll leave you alone.
I am gonna go. I think this could Degrassi the game, personally. And what I mean by that is like come back for the next generation and the next generation after that. Because I love that we're starting in their 20s. And I think we can go into their 30s. I think we can go into their 40s. And I think we can jump time however we want. I think the fact that Hattie is starting off as a writer who wants to be a showrunner, and we've met a showrunner, to me means that that's building like a bridge to what's possible for Hattie's character arc. And I'm like, Hattie can be a showrunner one day. And we can be following who she's influencing and who wants to like follow in her footsteps. We can be following like whatever relationship, who this produces, you know. If you were a fan of Degrassi, then like it followed like the original class and then the next generation and the new, I don't know all the names. I did watch all the seasons, but each one, it was just like, no, these are the kids of them, and then this is the next class of kids that came in. And also, like, they became teachers, and now they teaching these mugs. I think this show has potential. I would love to see Hattie's character grow. I would love to see Nia's character grow. I would love to see Chuck and Marie blossom together and maybe fall apart and come back together again. So
yeah, the reality is,
let's bring it on.
So many of these characters that enough information has been built in so far that I feel like we could watch them for a really long time.
Yeah,
we could. And I love that.
Yeah. I don't think shows ever end for lack of the story can't go anywhere. It's does the audience want to go with them? And so I think if people tune in, we going to get as many seasons as we want.
We're going to keep tuning in to 20s though. Boom. Because this is, we're having a great time. Especially with this Mask of Center lead. Man, that's fire. And this kind of like Mask of Center on Mask of Center love action, like,
I want to know from the people who are like, no, stud for stud. How do y'all feel now?
Right.
This is television, y'all. This ain't a web series.
Yeah.
And I love it.
This is cable TV. You are paying premium for this. You know?
Yes.
But give me all my money's worth. I love it.
Okay, so where does this fit in the queer canon?
Yo, so this episode, what I thought was really dope and was different from other episodes was that moment when we leave the date and go into Hattie's crib and they show like 7 pictures or so of queer couples throughout the years.
Yes.
Like that to me was so beautiful and so like just the subtle things, you know what I mean, that show you like this didn't start today. This didn't start today on, or this season or last season on 20s, you know, and I think so much we see or hear in the culture that like that gay is some new shit, like it's some white shit, it's some American shit, it's some like yeah, but it's like, yo, like can we see us? Period. You know, can we see us?
Period.
You know, women loving women who, you know, we've been around, and like I think the choice to also have all those pictures in black and white, I don't know if they were always in black and white, but I think it's just, it was like a timeless element.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To say that this love has been here and it's here to stay. You know what I mean? So where does it fit in the queer canon? Like, that was fire. It struck me like a Spike Lee moment, kind of, you know, where it just goes through these photos that say so much.
Yeah.
You know?
It was very validating.
Just bringing all the culture together and, you know, connecting a whole lot of dots.
Yeah.
For me.
Nothing about this is brand new. Nothing about this is brand new.
Yeah. How about you?
Been loving women.
Yeah.
Ooh. There was a lot here for me that was brand new. The stud on stud, or masculine center on masculine center, or whatever you want to call it, I think that was gorgeous to see. I love how gently it was showed. I love that it wasn't like a tussle between who's going to be more dominant and like who's going to be on top, all of this. I love that it was just them learning each other, them learning how to be around each other, them enjoying each other as they have been, and then adding this new element to it. I thought that was beautiful. I still love that this conversation about what black characters belong in front of the screen is continuing to happen, because I think we just need to keep interrogating that question and turning it on its head and helping people realize just how diverse we truly are and how many of our stories it's necessary to tell before any of us feel like we're truly reflected. Like, you gotta have 100 mirrors around you. It gotta be a 360.
Do y'all hear her? Spit. We need all of the angles, all of the
Every
facets
angle
that really show the picture of,
Yes. So that's what I'm loving. That's why I'm continuing to tune in to watch, because it's this beautiful queer love story, but then it's also this story about how to tell a story, and I think that's really dope. I think that's a really dope perspective to be able to tune into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So many, just the nuggets that are sprinkled throughout the script.
Yes.
That's fire. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's so many lessons I think folks interested in storytelling and media production can take from just this show. Please sit with this show. There's so many things to pull from it. So shout out.
Love it. Awesome. So we're going to tune in next week.
Yes.
We're going to tune in. So tune in before you sit down. Finish your Thanksgiving dinner. If you're doing your pre-cooking, if you chopping cheese or you getting your greens ready or whatever you're doing, you priming your stuff ready to go. Tune into 20s and then tune into us next week at 11.
Yes, indeed.
Don't forget we have merch, and check out the past episodes. So if you're just now tuning into 20s, we've been reviewing it all this season and last season, so you can see our past episodes. And if you binge out on that and you need something more to watch, we definitely reviewed the L Word Generation Q seasons 1 and 2 as well as many other dope projects out there centering queer Black women.
Yes. So if you're interested in participating in these conversations and listening to these conversations about queer representations of Black women in media, tune in next week, because we'll be, we're going to finish out this season of 20s and start delivering content on videos, web series, all kinds of stuff. So, and we're also interested in what shows you're watching. So if you're watching something that we're not talking about right now and you feel like, hey, that's hot, let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
Let us know.
Yes, Jamaica Swin, let us know about a love tale. So if you're on BET, you can tune into that. You may as well just watch that too while you got your subscription. But let us know what else you're watching, and we'll see y'all next week.
We'll see you.
Peace.